people, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. Happy Monday! We are nearing the end of the international break, finally. I mean, this month's going quick to be fair, like, but I'm just bored of it now. I said I was looking forward to the Euros and looking forward to the season being over a couple of weeks ago, but you know how it is. I missed the tune. I missed the injury crisis. I never thought I'd say it. Sven Botman's now out for 9 months, but you know how it is? You just cannot replace it, can you? And I can't wait for this Saturday at St James's Park for the lunchtime kick-off against West Ham, and what is a must-win game, in my opinion, for that European football. But for the rest of the week, close at the time, we will discuss that game. We'll touch on it during the podcast tomorrow night as well. Remember, every Tuesday night, live at 7 p.m. for the podcast, so get locked in for that. Get involved in the chat and all that as well. And one final hat remains. Out of nowhere, this bad boy. I was just sorting out the merch over there. There's only a couple of t-shirts and hoodies left, all small sizes, unfortunately, for the big lads out there like me. But the hats, they had sold out. The white ones, they all flew out. But this one, I found it. Still got a tag on, look. So get yourself to magpiechannel.com if you want the very final piece of hat. Piece of hat? Piece of merchandise. The hats. If you want the last one ever made, get yourself to magpiechannel.com. That's it. Then there will be completely sold out because there isn't any other ones. Just lingering about the place, not paying its rent. Time to sell it. So there we go. But this summer, we'll be back with some fresh merch, some new ideas on the way. And what else will be fresh this summer is the kits. Pointing to this one isn't fresh. Not that smelly or anything. It's been in the wash. It's just old, isn't it? Retro. Look at the brownie I'm going to stand up for you. Look at that. Look at the wear and tear on that over the years. I wish that was coming back as well. But it will still be seller. But best of all, it will be Adidas and the 3 stripes return. Can't wait for it. Get rid of Castore. Tell you what though, Castore are getting rid of everything as well. Did a video at the club shop a couple of weeks back on the channel. Make sure you check that out if you haven't already, where I talk about how Adidas are planning and will refurbish the club shop at the stadium this summer. There's also been work going on at Stack today as well. The very first shipping container is in place there. So there's lots of changes in and around St James's this summer. Obviously, we've talked about Stack, the stadium, the club shop on another video. So just check them out on the channel after this one if you haven't seen them already. In this video, we are going to focus on what I believe is the hints and clues towards what Newcastle United's kits will look like by Adidas next season. So they will be coming out around June time. The first kit from June to July all the way through to the start of the season, August. We'll see the first, second and third kit, home, away and third. Hopefully the third is the European one. Very likely that will have, actually it's pretty much certain that it won't have Champions League badges on it like this year's. But I hope that it will have at least a Europa League badge or some form of European competition for the tunes. So we've still got that to play for this season. But what will the new kits look like? This is my opinion, yeah. And this is what we think. Now, it's not just my opinion. This is going off what we've heard from different things, especially from the Amazon documentary. Now, in that one, they were shown looking at the retro tune kits from Adidas at the Adidas headquarters in Germany. Amanda Stavely that were there looking through the kits, loving them. And we heard there that it will be a note towards kind of that 01, 02 top with very thick stripes and not many of them. Not like this one. You know, there's lots of thin stripes on this one. It is going to be the opposite of that for the new home kit. Now, this was released a few months ago. I think we did a video on this at the time, and that is obviously a real kit. It's not just computer generated like some of the ones you'll see coming up. That looks like it's a real kit on a mannequin. And that is going to be very close. If you ask me, I still think that will be close. I hope they kind of tweak the colours, because I think the colours, you know, the grey, the purpley, or the dark blue, whatever it is, on there isn't the best, in my opinion. But what we're hearing now is that it could look like this. And I think that is pretty much close. That's by Concept Kits and UFC on Twitter. So it's not like a leaked one. It's not, you know, this is what I'm just putting together in terms of what the research would say, what, you know, they've said in the documentary, what articles are seeing in Google, what snippets have came out from Adidas and the club, and then mainly from that kit there that's on your screen now is kind of being mutated by Argentina's kit this year. Their brand new one for the Copa America is on your screen now. That is pretty much a black and white version. I think it'll be pretty much a Newcastle version of the Argentina kit. Replace the blue with black, give it black and white stripes, and I think that's what you've got. To be honest with you, I think that literally is the model of how the stripes will look. The length of the stripes, the thickness of the stripes, all of that. Just my opinion, that's how I think Newcastle will roll out the new Adidas home kit. To be honest, they could make it pretty much any way and I think it would sell. I And even that one we've put up before where, you know, you're seeing that little bit of pattern there, that colour, it's not great, it's a bit boring, or could have done so much more like this, you know, the design, it's lovely. They've nailed it in the past with some ones. Honestly, with this one, now that they're back for the first time, how the stripes and all that returns, I think it'll sell out no matter what it is. I mean, the queues last year were insane for Castore at St James's Park. I was there on opening day. 2.5, 3 hours it took to get a top. People getting stuck in lifts and everything. It was a mental day. Imagine now we've got arguably the biggest brand in the world behind us in Adidas making our kits again. The popularity is going to be through the roof. So honestly, that Argentina kit, that's how I think it's going to be. That's my tip for the home kit. Those style of stripes, the black replacing the blue, obviously. And I think it's going to be pretty much exactly like that. Honestly, I'm telling you now, I'd be very surprised if it's anything like this one. Anything more than like the 3 stripes down the middle, if you like. And I can see that being our home kit. Now, the interesting thing is, and I see you'll be getting at it in the comments as well, is the new badge that I've put on there. And I'm not seeing, obviously, the new Newcastle United badge, although am I? Yes, I am. Bit of both. Contradictive there, yeah, you say. The new badge I'm really referring to is the trefoil logo. Now, Adidas are going to be doing this on mainly probably your third kits. So Arsenal's is actually being leaked. This is meant to be official now. This Arsenal kit on your screen is a one for next season. Arsenal fans are going ballistic because they are saying it looks like their title challengers Man City. That blue on there, I think it's quite nice. I mean, it's not amazing, but I think it's alright. But Arsenal fans aren't wanting it because it looks like Man City. And I do get that. I do get that indeed. But for me on there, that's what you're going to see, a new badge. Adidas, there's been loads of rumours about it. It's everywhere. If you just Google it, just put Adidas to launch trefoil kit on new ones next year, whatever, Adidas new badge on Premier League kits next season. It'll come up, and there's loads of designs for every club that's sponsored by Adidas, right? Because that is the goal of Adidas. They will be reintroducing things like this. Listen, back in the day, it wasn't just the trefoil or the logo they've got now. Obviously, back then, sometimes they'll just write Adidas, just say Ad. And they could bring that back. Look at this one. That's pretty smart, isn't it? They could bring it back like that. You know, it doesn't always have to be the logo. You can give it that look as well. And it just looks a bit smart, looks clean. Basic, but does the job. But I think, you know, the trefoil logos are a bit special. They're a bit out there. They're a bit, you know, it brings a bit of difference to the kit, to be fair. And they've done it last season. Adidas have done this last season with the likes of Manchester United to change the club badge. Now, we've seen it with Arsenal as well. They've had the gunner in there. But with this Man United one I'm talking about, it is the Red Devils logo. So what Newcastle United could be expecting is one like this from back in the day. You know, the good old NUFC one. Looking familiar to the TMC one there, isn't it? But you could be seeing different ones like this. So badges of the past for Newcastle, maybe they could mix it up. And I'm a big fan of that. Why not have the traditional one, obviously, on the home kit, the away kit, but have one kit, whether it's your away or your third, with a different Adidas, with a different club badge on from the past. And I think it's a nice touch. I think it gives it a bit of difference. And it probably makes them sell more because everyone's like, oh, I've got the home one and the away one with this badge on. And then everyone's like, oh, there's only one kit I can get with that new badge on. You know, the throwback badge, you know, the remake of that one from the 80s or the 70s or wherever you want to get it from. Historic badge on there, retro. Oh, I can't have a bit of that. And I think that'll work a treat. And I think they'll definitely do that. I really do. Now, we've seen, like I said, hints and tips from Adidas and other clubs getting leaked about, you know, a different Adidas, a different club badge. I think we'll definitely see that. And you can expect that to be on one of the kits. Now, I've said the home kit will be those thick stripes based on, you know, the early 01 kit. Like the one we've put on the screen, I think is pretty spot on. Now, you've got the away one, which is very heavily rumoured to be a remake of the 95-96 kit. The burgundy one there with the stripes, the Ginola Special. There's a modern take on it. There's been a couple, so I think you can expect that. And then the third one is meant to be white and green. So again, the whole Saudi link going on like we've had the past couple of seasons with the green change kit. But for this one, I think it's going to be more of a nod towards, again, you know, that early 2000s one with brown nails. So I think that one looks smart, and I think that could be the one where you see Adidas written like that. More so probably the trefoil logo, which is lovely as well. Big fan of that one, with maybe a different badge on there. And I think that would look special. I think it would look really, really good. And all three of them will fly off the shelves, and we'll want to do, because this is obviously the big boost to profit and sustainability rules, to battle financial fair play. We need to be making more money off kits. Obviously, well, kit sales are really good, but now the sponsor from Adidas is 40 million compared to the few million that Castore were paying. So it's going to be class to have Adidas back. I'm excited to see what they bring. They've got loads of good ideas and designs coming. I'm sure they'll have that new Adidas club shop at St James's Park, stocked to the hills with loads of different ranges, so we can all enjoy wearing our famous colours, and we're all proud to rep them, aren't we? I mean, this beauty. I want to create more classes like this, so in 20, 30 years' time, we're repping these current ones again. Do you know what I mean? That's the goal, that's the aim. I'm excited, can't wait to see it when the kits officially get released, probably end of May, beginning of June, and then they're available by mid-June and onwards, especially the home ones. So, exciting times anyways for the kit designs and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see Adidas do. Are you a fan of the ones I've stuck on the screen? Please do subscribe to the Magpie Channel TV if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.